Deny, the 25th of June 2024. Evolution by natural selection proves God's existence and sovereignty. Darwin tried to take God out of the question to accommodate the generation of scholars at his time. It is sad to see that scholars wanted to explain the world without relying on God and their beliefs. It is like God is saying, I exist, deal with it, or find another explanation of your own for all the world. Every single generation will be asked about that. It is impossible to answer certain questions, like the chicken and egg question, without noting the great flood which destroyed everything in the time of Noah. Noah was ordered to take a pair of each animal species, a pair of everything that lived of the animals. The flood destroyed all the earth and all living creatures in it. Maybe not the fish, but all land animals. Even if they were a result of thousands of years of evolution, animals reached a point in their lifetime where they would go extinct if humans do not take care of them. During the time of dinosaurs, humans did not exist on Earth. The whole dinosaurs were wiped out in a cataclysmic event, and a similar one happened during the time of Noah. Had he not taken pairs of animals on the ark, no land animals would have survived, and humans would be living off of eating fish until this point in time. Think of that when you speak about natural selection. Animals in the time of Noah were naturally selected to survive the catastrophe. Now, if our previous scholars deny the Great Flood and call it a myth, although it was documented by all ancient civilizations on Earth, then I fear it is no helping them anymore. People who don't believe in those stories should not be allowed to speak about religion, because what they say will only be representative of their own beliefs and not actual facts. It is no wonder they cannot be debated about religion. They keep speaking what they think and have a closed mind, which they actually closed themselves. No matter what type of book they would be preaching or have written, it would be devoid of truth in its purest form. It only contains truths that other people taught them, nothing more. Originality is not dead. We just teach what we believe, even if it were false. We have just become a generation built on untrue public principles. But let's escape our discussions by saying, let's agree to disagree, and live with the fake beliefs we have conjured up throughout our lives and preached to others. It is no wonder atheism is a growing form of religious identification, thanks to people who take science as a god rather than God. They just fail to admit that God is the only source of this thing we call science. Humans did not invent mathematics or physics or chemistry. We discovered them, but it is God who made them work the way they do. Even by your three-body problem, Tyson, all it relies on is the initial conditions. Imagine all the galaxies to be these bodies in the problem. It requires that the initial conditions be precise to an infinitesimal degree. Only God can make that happen. Scholars are afraid of God. They are afraid of even considering Him in their equations. They fear Him, yet at the same time deny His existence. How ignorant can humans become? Darwin did give the greatest theory of all when he spoke about the natural selection. It is because it proves religion and connects it to science. Everything requires God's intervention. Most importantly, to get order out of the chaos made through the Big Bang, He is the only required being for creation to even develop into our age today. We couldn't have reached today without there being God responsible for getting us here. Atheism will continue to deny